While you were at Juilliard, weren't you also studying under Rachmaninoff?
Yes, I was with him on and off for a year.
While you were at Juilliard?
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't that be terribly expensive to have a private lesson? I know he didn't teach
He
as much
didn't charge me.
Well,
he gave me a lesson.
What was his reason for
he
doing that?
He was just interested in seeing what he could do with me, I guess.
Did he take a special interest in you?
Yes.
How did you get that opportunity?
We played in his studio every once in a while for small groups.
And so he heard you.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of called you individually and wanted to work with you?
Yeah. And you get a kick out of this. I studied his second piano concerto, among other things. Mm-hmm. Now, that man had the biggest hands I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He could reach a 12. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I could barely reach over an octave. Mm-hmm. So we had to make a few changes to suit my miner's technique, we might say. And I got to passively, you know. He approved of the fact that I worked out some things, problem technically. When I left him, when he went on concert tour, when I left him, the last thing he told me, he said, now, you'll be playing things, you'll be wanting to play some of my things, I think. But please promise you'll never play my second piano concerto in public.
Because?
Because I couldn't reach the big chords. I could not,
I see.
You know.
It was not within your capability.
Right.
Is his second the one that's considered terribly difficult, the most difficult?
That is difficult, and I think that the fourth is almost equally. It was a challenge.
So he wanted to teach it, but he didn't want you to perform it.
Right.
Tell me a little bit more about Rachmaninoff. How many lessons do you suppose, and I know they weren't formal lessons, he played for you, is that right? Tell me what he did when you were there in his studio.
Oh, he just asked me if I would try to, shall we say, work about every other never. And they say, when you can you come over and we step up over the rack. Then he said, well then, once in a while, you go back to your tour. But I would like to work with you.
Now, did he also just play for you, and did he improvise, or what did he do when he was showing his own skills?
Well, actually, not much of that actual performance. I mean, he and his wife once in a while would come in and ask if we could play together a bit. In other words, try to learn more and more the soul, the composer. So I did prepare, but I always had to go back to the university.
Did he speak clear English, or was it quite broken? Was it a lot of Russian accent?
Oh, yes.
Was it clear?
Yes, and his friends were always talking
Russian
and listening and so forth. Yeah.
So he had a Russian community there.
Pretty well. Not completely, but you know.
But you could understand him. It wasn't hard to understand him.
It wasn't too hard.
Did you like him as a person?
Oh, yes.
Was he congenial?
Very fine gentleman. He was also a Jennifer, I was going to say, well, friend, nice friend, and 2 or 3 times he would have me be invited to a guest at his apartment in San Francisco.
In New York?
Yeah.
New York.
And it was very, very, very pleasurable.
So,
Be asked, invited to come in. Other times, he would be with other people. He would not have other people performing, but I would hear them at times.
he had guests.
He would have a few guests.
Yes.
I could think of the names of some of the people that were wonderful people performing. I've got too many things now trying to remember.
We can take a rest for it now.
I think we should,
Let's take a rest.
because
Well, thank you very much for this interview. It will be precious to me for the rest of my life, and it answers lots of questions that I've always been curious about, and you've answered them very well with your very good memory. And I know that you're tired now because
tired.
we've had a long interview for about an hour. So thank you for tolerating.